I also definitely just started I started the stream and I looked at my monitor and I was like, why can't I see my webcam? And I realized it's because I turned it off because after I went and got water whilst playing Jedi Fallen Order, I returned looking a little red in the face, and yeah. You know, I feel like there are so many times that I've been like, wow, why was I able to play Hollow Knight and spend ages on a single boss and be fine? And sometimes I think that maybe it's because I used to play Hollow Knight with no webcam. So it felt more acceptable and okay if I was a little frowny and a little like for a bit because it wasn't visible, which I think also meant that I was a bit more like, that's fine. I look pissed, that's okay. Hello, ladies. Can you believe 2 streams in 1 week? I can't believe. I actually cannot believe. I'm actually failing to believe. Also, what's that? A loud noise? Crazy.
Fall guys? Where are the fall gals? And the fall
You're asking the real questions, party. You're asking the real questions. Why are we not asking the creators of Fall Guys these questions? That's what I want to know. I loaded into the game today and it forced me to accept a new end user agreement. And I nearly thought I wouldn't be able to play the game because it kept having an error message saying that I couldn't set the agreement because I essentially had a children's Epic Games account. And I was like, no, I don't. I don't have a children's Epic Games account. Epic's, fuck off. I'm 23. I have an adult Epic Games account. But then I just had to close the game and reload back in and it was fine. That's my whole story. But what I'm saying is, we should be asking Fall Guys those questions and not them asking us, have you accepted the end user agreement? First stream from your laptop at home in a while and your Wi-Fi hates you. Classic trash Wi-Fi. Trash Wi-Fi really heard that it was called trash Wi-Fi and was like, yeah, I'm gonna be if you're gonna call me that. Guess don't stop playing Ace Attorney and boot up Fall Guys. You don't have to, party. I mean, I would appreciate the being carried. You know, I would always appreciate your company being carried in Fall Guys. But you don't have to. You can play some Ace Attorney Investigations game 1. Are you still in game 1 or have you moved on to game 2 of Investigations? Epic's games. You have no idea how many games I have through Epic Games. Actually, you probably do. If you had to guess, I'm sure you'd probably guess like a number sub 10, and that probably is the answer. But I need to remember because I think when I was putting together my my set of 3 games, my poll for what game I play next, which by the way, if you haven't voted your points today for what game you would like, maybe you should. Anyway, I was checking Steam. Is your wife dead?
Good evening, Melu gamers and Melu gamers.
Hello?
And Melu gamers and Melu gamers.
That is everyone that is here. In fact, when I'm looking with my eyes and I'm only seeing gamers in the chat. I'm only seeing gamers. I'm only seeing people of the video game persuasion. Of the video game variety. Of the video game inclination. I'm also seeing, I'm also seeing a couple of points towards Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. You love to see it. You do in fact love to see it. God damn it, Kingdom Hearts is now on sale on Epic. I bought it physical. Ah! Anyway, games I have on Epic that I need to remember I have. I have The Outer Worlds, I have The Bridge, I have Sail for Forth, Guardians of the Galaxy, Death Stranding, Star Wars Squadrons, Prey, Overcooked 2, and Control. So, anyway, those are what I have. That's the games that I have. I'm gonna invite party. See, it said that I got an invite. Okay, there we go, we're fine. But then it wouldn't like accept it outside of that, so that should work now. Is that a normal bird party or is that a chocobo? That's just a normal bird, right? I need to select a game. I think... Oh, I can't select, actually, because I'm not the party leader. That's fine. That's Fat Chocobo. Yes! Yes! Say it louder. Good for him. Good for him. Good for that little guy. So let me catch up. reverse scenario, how long till Mario Kart time, because if it's gonna be a while, you're gonna play Ace Attorney. I'd say it's probably at least 45 minutes till Mario Kart time, so I think you should play Ace Attorney. I actually advocate the playing of Ace Attorney. I definitely think you should. Also, I saw your other PS5 controller started drifting, so maybe you won't be carried. I'm sure you're still gonna carry me, even with a drifty controller. It just means that if you're not first and you're just second, that there's a reason. Case 2 of the first game, fair enough. Fair enough, you haven't had infinite time. And even a normal-sized Ace Attorney case still takes a while. Like, I'm still on Big Top. And also, I didn't say it at the time, but Toxic, thank you for the bits. And thank you for greeting all the gamers. There's simply so many of them. Have you ever thought about how many gamers there are in the world? Also... Oh, okay, hold on. Yep. Party left the party so I can be the party leader. There we go. There we go. Slay! Slay the day. Huge, huge, big, huge. So I've sent the invite. Now I can be the leader and I control our fate. I vote duos because there's 2 of us. I can count from 1 to 2, and that's how many we're going with. Also, Kingdom Hearts based. I liked Kingdom Hearts. I would need to play it on easy mode, and that's a fact. I would simply have to play on easy mode to be able to do it, basically. I could watch someone else play. Duolingo friend quest and see how we are time-wise. I have not remembered to do Duolingo today. And I really should. I really should, because you know, not to flex or anything, but I am in the Diamond League. But I am also in, like, the bottom 10 of the Diamond League, so it's not going to take a lot for me to be demoted, is what I'm saying. It's going to happen, is what I'm saying. God, if I leave the game alone for a second, it switches to, thinking I'm using browser. That's crazy. I love the Chocobo skin. I love it so much. How much have I talked on stream about the fact that I'm increasingly becoming obsessed with the idea of Final Fantasy? Obsessed with the idea of getting into Final Fantasy. As in, I recently finished rewatching Penny Parker's playthrough, and yes, I've mentioned Penny Parker, haha, really funny, really funny, really funny. I recently finished rewatching Penny Parker's playthrough of Rebirth, and it's really good. It's really good, you guys. It's really good. I think about it often. Oh no. Oh no, we were so far. Okay, that's fine. We just copy people. I'm fine. I'm so normal about Penny Parker, actually. I'm the most normal about Penny Parker. You would struggle to see someone as normal as me. Actually. Whoop. But I also watched her playthrough of Final Fantasy IX. And that made me feel some things. And every day that goes by, I think more and more about playing Final Fantasy X. Oh, wait, I just saw Party say, hold on, I'm gonna let my flatmate into the house, have fun carrying me. I don't think I could possibly. I'm not very good at carrying. What if I reported Party right now? I wasn't gonna, but like the button was there. This is fair. We're so relentlessly behind on friend quest. Yeah, I've been doing so little this week. I've not been pulling my weight at all. Dropped down to Pearl last week because 2 EP, fair. I think the only reason I'm still in Diamond is because I was so desperate to stay in that I ended up just sort of gaming the system. On the Sunday, I did enough to give myself double XP, and then I spent a while just doing like... Oh shoot, I don't mean to still be in here. Oh no, God, get me out, get me out! Set me free. When I have double XP... So I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo, but I also... I learned hiragana and katakana mostly when I was like 15. But it means that I can basically just get XP really quickly in Duolingo by getting the double XP and then doing hiragana or katakana. Because it makes you do so much of it, but I get it right every time because I already know it. It's like imagine doing Duolingo. Imagine doing Duolingo English and you had to learn the alphabet, but as a person that already knows the alphabet, it's just like A, that's B, that's C, that's D, and then bam, you've got 30 XP. It's kind of nice. But I haven't even gamed the system this week. I had Final Fantasy. Mother plays Final Fantasy 14. See, I'm thinking about it, but I'm thinking about Final Fantasy 10 more than 14 recently. I think that's just because I've heard really good stuff about 10. And I'm also in the blessed position where I know literally nothing about it. So, I mean, I know nothing about 14 either, and I've heard good stuff about 14, but I do like the idea of something like 10 that's more of like a... Well, two things I like the idea of. I like that it's a complete story immediately, that in theory I could finish in probably like, I don't know, 30 hours, more, slightly less. No! Oh, I was so close. But I also like with 10, that it's fairly cheap. Why did I go in the middle? That was a really bad move. Oh, and also that I'm gonna scream. I'm not pulling my weight here. I'm not carrying. Oh my god, that was horrible. Wait, party isn't even here? Jeez, it's embarrassing that I did not process that. I will in fact exit then. I'm not even there, pay attention. It's hard, it's hard. I'm too busy thinking about Final Fantasy. I'm too busy thinking about a game series I've never played. There we go. So you're there now. Maybe if you ready up first, party. That might work. You just play Final Fantasy 8. Final Fantasy 8R? Is that an 8 remake? Is there an 8 remaster? Shit, I didn't even know. People like 8, I think. You've had us to work in Ace Attorney this week, fair. Those are compelling reasons to do less Duolingo, I have to say. I didn't do a lot of dueling on holiday either. I had to use one of my streak freezes. Although in my opinion it doesn't count because technically it was only like 20 past midnight when I did Duolingo and it was the same day. Norwegian lessons just take so long. Blue Green and I were comparing with their Japanese lessons, genuinely like double the questions and a lot of listening skills, stuff and spelling. Yeah, and even the Japanese, like the first section of Japanese is so much quicker than the second section. Like, by a lot. But it kind of sometimes just feels like with Duolingo, you've basically just got an advantage if you are, like, at the beginning of a course. Because the levels seem to go by quicker. So depending on the language, you've got two things helping you. That it's a quick course anyway, maybe. And you've got the fact that maybe like the beginning of the level is super fast. And that's what I had with like early stage Japanese, where it was just like so easy to get XP quickly. That was a fun level, party. I see where you like that one. That one felt silly. I felt like I was going fast. As far as I remember, Trash, you're quite deep into the... Well, I know that you and Blue Green are very deep into your, like, respective Duolingo courses. I think I'm remembering that right. And I think they just get longer and longer the more they go on. Saying that, I feel like I've hit a point with Duolingo where it, like, section 1 to section 2, it really jumped up in lesson length and it's kind of plateaued. Oh, 7 remake. Fair enough. Listen, that's how little I actually know about Final Fantasy. I was like, oh, there's an 8 remake? Okay. Sure. You should play 7 Remake. I've also really been debating buying 7 Remake for the PS4 because it's quite cheap. It's like £12. And I keep thinking about it. But I can't. You have no idea how many games I have on the go at the minute. It's embarrassing. I'm still playing Fire Emblem and I'm loving it. I'm What else am I playing? I'm playing Ace Attorney, and I'm loving Ace Attorney as well. Ah! Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, party, I've screwed us. Okay, well, this is fine. I'm sure this is fine, actually. Yeah, I'm playing Ace Attorney and I'm really enjoying it. I'm playing Fire Emblem and I'm really enjoying it. And I do have a confession to make. I started a replay of Resident Evil 4 Remake yesterday. It's because I got the Steelbook Gold edition, and I've been wanting to replay it on normal difficulty anyway. And this just felt like a really good excuse, you know? So I started replaying it. No! Okay, I have to be careful. I have to be careful here! This area kind of screws me in particular over. No! No! I was so close! I ruined it! Okay, I'm leaving. I quit. I quit. I quit. I was gonna do a replay of 4 Remake anyway on normal difficulty, but I did in fact start it. Perhaps a little earlier than intended. You got body blocked at the start, you can only do really well on that one. I'm sure you did great still. I'm ready to go again. I'm happy to keep doing duos, why not? I should play with Stranger Paradise. It's tempting. I don't know how I'd find the actual gameplay of Stranger Paradise, but the very concept of silly, I hate chaos, I have to kill chaos, I don't give a fuck who you are, game sounds kind of enjoyable. Also, there was a... I'm partly bringing this up just in case Party wants to talk about it, but also I'm kind of excited. There was a... I've not played many Yakuza games, but I've played Zero, and I've kind of played Kiwami. I haven't played Kiwami, but I've been in the proximity of Kiwami when it was being played. And I've also played Like a Drag. Like, I've played the 7th one, and I really... Please, 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 please. Oh my god. I really enjoyed the 7th one. And I do want to play all of them, like, eventually. And there was a Yakuza Studio, like, showcase thing today, where they announced what their next game is, and it's releasing in February, and it's essentially Pirate Game. It's essentially, they've taken, like, a beloved series-long character, and they've been like, okay, what if we give him amnesia, and we put him on an island, and also he's a pirate now? And it's really silly. It's like it almost looks too silly for me. I don't know if I'd want to play it, but you can guarantee I want to watch someone else play it. Any playthrough of that I may in fact eat up, because it looks very goofy. There's a dress-up game. You can dress up your main character, put him in different outfits. He has a pet baby tiger, from the looks of it, that just follows him around, and he's a pirate. He goes to a location called Madlantis, and it's just crazy Atlantis, basically, but above water. It's so silly. Norwegian grammar and word order also hurts your brain so bad. That's the thing with Japanese Duolingo. I feel like I'm not learning those things. Like, I feel like it's not hurting my brain, because I feel like I rarely have to actually think about stuff. Oh, kill. That was horrible. Can I get a replay on that? Because I feel like I got body blocked, actually. Did we both get eliminated? That's rough. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. That was stupid. You have too many games, you're playing none of them. Gonna force yourself to finish Tears of the Kingdom after race 32. That's also technically another one I have ongoing. Although I think I'm more behind in Tears of the Kingdom than you, Trash, by like a lot. So I have Tears of the Kingdom, Fire Emblem, Ace Attorney 2, and also a Resident Evil 4 remake replay. Which is in theory the lowest priority game, but also silly? Goofy? I had a lot of fun playing it yesterday because I'm playing it downstairs on my TV. So I get to sit on my rug in the middle of the living room facing a TV playing Resident Evil 4. It's kind of fun. It's kind of actually the most fun. the reason you've done so little for Quest because you've just been getting less than 80% on lessons. That's fair. If the grammar and stuff is getting really complicated and fucking you over, valid. Game of the year 2025. I'm looking forward to seeing Pirate Majima game a lot. I don't know. I'm sure I could. It looks like there's a lot of minigame side content that I'd probably really enjoy, but... And I'm interested in the story. It's just, it's so out of nowhere. It's so out of nowhere. I feel like I was literally asking Party the other day if the character Majima is in any position for there to be any story, like, off the back of the most recent game. And Party was like, yeah, probably not. And they're like, yeah, no, there super is. The story is he's a pirate. And it's like, okay. Oh, come on. It's like, sure thing, video game. The story is he's a pirate. Okay, pop off. Pop off. Speak your truth. Tell us what you want to say. Tell us more loudly. Oh, I'm doing really bad. Oh my god, I'm doing terribly. I'm doing so badly. I'm gonna get us knocked out. I really am. No! Stop it! Wait, did Party carried so hard. Cool. Brain's just not giving up on Duolingo for today. Fair enough. They've taken practice to earn hearts away now. Really? That's so mean. Duolingo has become really mean. Also, I'll say it, they've added like a new kind of level to Duolingo, which is like it's like a listening exercise that's almost like a podcast. And I kind of don't like it. It kind of feels like it takes a lot of time for what it is, you know? Like, it's actually not very helpful, and it takes forever. Modern day pirates and Majima is in a full-on swashbuckler outfit. To be fair, in the gameplay trailer they showed, it does look like the other pirates are in swashbuckling little outfits as well. Are there even modern pirates? I know there is, but like, do modern pirates sail the seven seas? Because he's got like a fucking pirate ship as well. They've all got pirate ships. All I'm saying is, I don't think Majima's the only one in a goofy-ass pirate fit. Oh, I thought it wouldn't get me. I thought because it had just gone that it was on like a cooldown and I'd be fine. Turns out I'm wrong. Oh, I guess those just gather there now. Great. You're very close to finish Tears of the Kingdom. See, I hadn't done, I was gonna say Divine Beast, but I had like 2 temples left to go, I think. As far as I'm aware. I had like Desert 1 and something else. I really can't remember. And then obviously any like end game content. I think the thing with Tears of the Kingdom is I just found it really hard to get, like, I loved it. I really enjoyed playing it. I've got about 70 hours in Tears of the Kingdom. The issue is that I feel like I find it really hard to commit to any of the, like, the content that gives you good weapons and stuff. And as a result, I've basically gone into this point in the game and I have, like, oh my god, I'm really bad at this bit. I've got, like, absolute piss shit weapons. No! Oh my god. Okay, party carry, party carry. I've got really bad weapons and I'm not very good at the combat. I really want to go back to it. I really hate leaving games unfinished. Particularly games I like. It's just... there it is. It's just, it's hard to go back to Tears of the Kingdom to finish it when there are other games that I'm playing that I'm actively really enjoying and I have momentum to finish. Like Fire Emblem, like Ace Attorney. Combat could honestly be the best in the series. I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to really enjoy Pirate Majima combat game Party, and I'm excited for that. Since he has amnesia, a lot of the mystery will be about what happened that got him stranded on the beach in the first place, which I'm interested in. How did he end up stranded on a beach near Hawaii? Interesting. Also, did I just see... I saw Toxic say right now they're playing, they're replaying Skyrim. How are you finding it? When was the last time you played Skyrim? I feel like Skyrim's probably a very replayable game. Oh, I didn't count anything. Oh my god, I didn't count a goddamn thing. Okay, it's this. Do you think I could play this by not counting anything and just paying attention to what other people are doing? I kind of think I could. Okay. So that's what? There's 3 durians, 2 coconuts. 3 durians, 2 coconuts, 1 berry? 3 durians, 2 coconuts, 1 berry? 3 durians, 2 coconuts, 1 berry. 3 durians, 1 berry. Okay, there we go. Easy peasy. Oh, I'm seeing Zelda Skyward Sword, Witcher 3, Bloodborne. Those are the games you've started. Your unplayed games are so bad. Yeah, it's hard though. I feel like new stimulus of video game is so much more enjoyable sometimes than actual like playing a video game. So that's 4 berries, 2 bananas, 3 durians. Okay. 4 berries, 2 bananas, 3 durians. 4 berries, 3 durians, 2 bananas. 2 bananas. Cool. I love that one. I love repeating words. I love it so much. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Full list. Ace 22, SDB, Hades, Tears of the Kingdom, Hyrule Warriors, Metro Dreads, Skyward Sword, Witcher 3, Bloodborne. I kind of get it, though. I feel like the only reason I don't have an equal amount... Okay, I'm lying as well. I definitely have a lot of unfinished games. I think it's just that I categorize games differently if I started streaming them and gave up. You know, like Undertale? I'm not counting Undertale as an unfinished game, you know? I gave up for a reason. Also, Party has a theory, but it's kind of spoilery for Infinite Wealth. You know, when I started watching the showcase, I was really worried. Like, the second match where I was on that beach and was like, yes, I have no memory. Also, I'm in Hawaii. I was like, oh, this has got to be spoilers. I got really nervous. I was like, oh, fuck. I feel like I shouldn't have watched this showcase. Oh my god, I hate this one so much. God, it's a really good thing that Party's carrying right now because I get so ate up. Okay. Fucking hell. Party hard carried there, slay. You don't get new features like that because there's not much support for the Norwegian course. Oh, that sucks. I guess there probably is a lot of support for the Japanese. I've never really thought too much about that, but yeah, I bet Duolingo really does prioritize the courses that people are doing the most. Which does suck. Doma Temple's like 100 hours ago for me. Fucking hell. And I've got 70 hours total in the game. That's crazy. What's your list of unfinished played games, Party? I know a couple off the top of my head, but I don't think I know all of them. You're really enjoying Skyrim. You're playing on PC because you originally played it on Switch. Interesting, which means you can mod.
More buys, call lies, floral mice,
Call
call
lies!
flies.
More buys, call flies, floral flies, crawl flies. Listen, my brain understands that there is some kind of hidden message there, but I can't wrap my head around it. I'm just hearing sounds and noises. How are you doing? And thank you for the bit. Which means you mod, you're using the unofficial Skyrim patch, and the game is so much more functional, dear god. Yeah, I can imagine. I feel like modded Skyrim probably becomes fantastic, right? Like, I just feel like there's probably some really, really fun stuff to put in there. Like, even aside from just required quality of life features, I feel like there's probably a lot of ways to make it enjoyable. I can't take this minigame seriously. This is so stupid. You had to mute me because you call the fruits different things and it threw you. Oh no shit! God damn it. Okay, Party, you have to hard carry now. I'm sorry I call the fruits different things. No, I've seen you, like, I've been with you when you've played that Fall Guys level and I know you call them something different. I just couldn't remember what you called them. I think you call the durians kiwis. No, you don't call them kiwis. I can't remember what you call them, though. We called bananas the same thing, though, right? We both call bananas bananas. Bananas is bananas, you know? What else? What else? Also, I'm worried for you. There's like so many of you on this one, and there's like one person over there. That's kind of rough. Boop boo doo, boop boo, boop boo boo doo boo doo. We haven't had time to type your unfit. That's fair. That's okay. Let's just win. If you just win, then we can you know, do it then. Easy peasy. Also, shout out to Trash, who did a fucking fantastic job on their master's project. An insanely good job. And in fact, everyone not currently playing Fall Guys, clap. If you're not currently playing Fall Guys, clap. I'll be able to hear it. We'll all hear it. Oh god, okay, it's getting a little tough. Hey, that's fair. It got a little tilted just there. I'm leaving. I hate these people. I'm really glad. I mean, I obviously knew your project would be a massive hit, Trash, and I'm really glad that it went down as well as it deserved, you know? It's so cool. If you want to join now, Corvus, feel free to join. Otherwise, just give me a heads up. I'm probably gonna switch to Mario Kart in like 15 minutes. Maybe more like 20. The hot dog kept going for grabs. I hate people that are grabby in this game. Like, I understand that it's a mechanic. I understand that it's a thing you're allowed to do, but I still kind of hate it. I still kind of actively have hate in my heart for it, you know? It was fun to contribute to your master's project, Trash. I enjoyed it. I had a really good time. To the point where I keep thinking, like, damn, are there more opportunities for me to do, like, audiobook or, like, like short form voice acting? Because the tiny little flavor I got of it, I really enjoyed. I had fun. I felt a little silly sometimes, but that was more at first. And I think that's just because I'm used to talking clearly to myself, but, you know, it felt like a very different kind of thing. And I had fun. But I don't think I could do it for very long, because I had so much fun with the audiobook, but I didn't realize that I'd recorded like 3 hours of audio. I was like, okay, that's maybe a lot actually. 2 minutes whilst we do the Discord thing. Let me know, Corvus, when you've loaded in, and then I can add you. So in fact, let me switch from duos. In fact, I'll leave it for now, and then I'll pick a new game. Just the voice actor bugs. Welcome to my world. I don't have it thoroughly enough to like get invested. I'm pure. I'm still untainted. But like, I'm thinking about it. I'm just thinking about it. It's one of those things where I enjoyed the little teensy tiny taste I got of it. And it's one of those things where I'm now like, I wonder if there's any like small extra versions of that I can do. I had fun doing it. Now I'm just like, I wonder if I could do that again for a little. I don't think I've done enough to feel like truly like, yeah, damn, I love this. But I had fun, and it's the kind of thing where I did a thing that felt a little creative and new, and I enjoyed it. Now I want to do it again. Just 3 hours once edited down. Yeah! The fun thing is the way I did it. So, I don't know if you know this, but hold on. Can you hear that? Can you hear that faint, vaguely raspy, rattling computer noise? That's my computer. And it makes that noise all of the time when it's on. So I didn't want to ruin Trash's master's project by having audiobook narration that had a constant whirring sound in the background. So what I would do is I was recording on my work laptop. So I was plugging my normal microphone into my work laptop, and then I was saving all of my recordings down in my work audio files. and then uploading them to, like, shared files through there. But it means that my work laptop just has, like... I think I've deleted them now. I need to double check. My work laptop has at least 3 hours. Actually, Trash is right. Probably a lot more than that because I did a lot of, like, bad takes that I needed to repeat. Quite a few hours of audiobook in there. And no one else has access to it. Like, just because it's my work laptop, it doesn't mean that it's, like, you know, in theory, but, you know, it's not like a shared file system. I would be mortified if it was. If someone asked me at work, like, Mello, why did we find, like, 4.5 hours of audiobook recordings on your laptop? And I'd be like, just happened. I just found it there. Loading it up, amazing. Let me see if I can see you loaded in. Not yet. I'll leave it open though, just for when you load in. The background noise saga while recording. Background noise can be so annoying, right? Like, and that's the other thing for like any kind of, you know, hobbyist voice acting, is that I think what was working for me here was that I was putting like some bags under the door to sort of quiet down the room. But you know, my room does have an echo. Like, I don't have perfect sound recording quality. Like, the best I could do was turn off my PC to be able to get it to be okay, basically. But there were so many background noises that I didn't notice because my microphone picks up all audio and plays it back to me. So, in theory, right now, my microphone is playing my own voice a little bit in my earphones. And it's why I can hear myself okay with my earphones in, actually. I still don't always like them in, because it means that I still can't hear anything around me, but I can hear myself. But it also means that if you're trying to record... Like, normally I hear video game audio, computer rattling, and me, and it's fine. But if you're trying to record, like, silence and a voice, but you can hear your microphone picking up, like, running water sounds next door, or, like, a person walking around, it becomes very annoying. There we go, hold on. Just seen a pop-up. Give me one moment. Yeah, okay, right. I will Discord now. There you go. Also, this is really bad timing, so I need to cough. You know what this also means? Is that if there's any point where, like, normally if I need to, like, sneeze or something on stream, I'll mute. So, for example... But I've just realised that I don't know if there's ever been a time that I've done the Discord thing for Fall Guys and then sneezed and muted and been like, oh, thank God no one heard that. Very silly thing was how you clearly got more into it as you went along, did more takes, and caught yourself more, so I had to ask for less re-records. Yes! I felt like I was getting more comfortable doing redos. I also felt like I was catching myself more. Like, I'd say something and I'd be like, that sounded weird, doing that again. But it did mean that the more I did of it, the more it was like, reading of a sentence. Okay, new version, reading of a sentence. Okay, different version. And I'd do like six tries of the same line. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just sent an extra invite, but you're loaded in. Right, let's switch to... let's do squads. Also, I'm ready whenever. Favorite bit was the shower background noise where you were reading out the shower bit. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Any, like, water noises in the background just picked up so easily. Oh, they weren't terrible. I'm sure they were easy to ignore or to, like, obfuscate, but it was fine. Have you seen the Mr. Beast KSI Logan Paul Lunchables competitor stuff? Party, what are you saying? You might as well have just said Skibbity Toilet. Skibbity Toilet brain rot. What are you saying? Why have you seen that? Why do you know what that is? Can I introduce you to the wonderful world of put a blanket over your entire body because it's a very effective way to cancel echo? Wait, you may be onto something. Wait, I can see the vision. Oh, I can see the vision. See, the only other thing I was considering at one point was that I have in my room like a very small cupboard that is almost no! Oh, that was so close. That's really sad. A small cupboard that's like almost entirely full of like fabric. And I was debating, it's basically fabric at the top and then there's a couple suitcases. And I was debating pulling the suitcases out and shutting myself in my cupboard. But I just realized it sounded very physically uncomfortable. And also the way that I was doing the recordings for Trash's audiobook was that I had like the text on my monitor. I had the text on my work laptop and I had everything else on my monitor. Like just a couple of notes, the actual like recording button, and that helped. I saw that wild. It sounds like you're doing a bit. It sounds like the two of you are doing a bit right now where you pretend that there was that any of those words together meant something. Is your wife dead?
Skibbity toilet riz.
Skibbity toilet riz. No cap. Put the fries in the bag. Why am I even running around? You can just do emotes in place for this one. I'm not kidding. Wait, how do you do emotes now? There we go. Yeah, you just do that. Wait, they're not loading. Let me do my stupid emotes. Video game, I just want to emote. God, that's rough. I miss when it was just the buttons. You really can just standing in place. Someone did knock me a little bit. That kind of ruined it. What's that one? Oh, I can do that? That's interesting. Oh wait, the little spin is fun. I want to join in. Woo! Okay! Okay! Maybe I was lying. Maybe you do actually have to pay some attention in this one. That's fine though. Blanket over the entire body. That's something to remember. I just feel like... Actually, if you can... I was going to say, I feel like there probably just aren't going to be that many opportunities for small voice acting attempts. But there's actually been a couple of times that I've had to record lines for some kind of project at work to like contribute to something. And both times I took it way too seriously. I was like, oh, okay, I've been asked to record this thing for work. Let me whip out my Blue Yeti microphone that they don't know I have. And I'll record a really nice line for them. The audio is such a fun process. Kind of want to go into it for a career. Hey, that's so fun to know though. Like, do you mean audiobook? Like, you really enjoyed the process of... what's this minigame? What do we do? Do we get it out? Hit the opponent's floor? Oh! Oh my god, okay. Oh wait, so it's like floor is lava? This is so hard! What the hell? Stop. This is actually horrible. It's just volleyball. It's just volleyball, but even worse. Stop. I hate this, actually. Oh, this looks evil. This is evil. Okay, I'm gonna hang out over here. I'm just gonna pick a lane and I'm gonna stay in it. I feel like that's the strat, actually. I feel like I'm useless if I'm running around. Stop! No, I'm staying over here. We're trying so hard. I like to think we are anyway. Stop it! Stop, they're sabotaging us. No, that was in my area as well. This is horrible. Stop it! I hate this game. I actually hate this game. I saw a video on Twitter where they do a Lunchables versus Lunch Day comparison where they immediately spit out the Lunchables, then do as close to rubbing their tummies going as you can without looking like a joke to their own one, and then be like, oh yeah, we aren't biased. That's so stupid. Trust in the ad where they compare the brands and they call the Lunchables. That's so stupid. I kind of want to see it now. I kind of want to see it. That feels so stupid to do as well. No, I nearly clicked play again. Do you remember, you just reminded me though, do you remember those ads? Where it was like an ad for like a Dettol air freshener spray. And the ad was, the premise was like, we found these random people on the street and we said, how would you feel if we took you to a location blindfolded and you had to tell us if you were somewhere stinky or somewhere nice? And then they take these people to like blindfolded locations that are just like full of garbage, but then there'll be like some sort of thing on the screen that's like, we sprayed this room with a fuck ton of Febreze before these people showed up, which means they're gonna think this room is tasty even though it's full of shit. And then the people sit down in the rooms and they're like, where am I? This smells so good. I've got to be somewhere lovely smelling. And then they take off their blindfolds and they're like, whoa, I could have never guessed that I was in a room full of trash. Just a room full of stink. Because those always felt so fucking fake. Shout out to the Blue Yeti, that's my case for voice acting. I love the Blue Yeti. Did I purchase it? About 4 years ago, after the bare minimum amount of Googling. Yes. Was it also an informed decision? Because to get a higher quality microphone would have probably involved having to get like an audio mixer. And I was like, ha ha ha, not worth it. And am I still correct? Yes. So yeah, okay. I think it was the best. I remember my decision being that it was basically the best quality microphone I could get that was like plug and play. That didn't involve a mixer. That was just plug in a USB. It's good for the fact that it's just plug in a USB. Editing the audiobook clips together was super fun, especially because you did the silly SFX. And the SFX went down really well. From what I saw of the feedback you got. I'm glad you enjoy it. I feel like it's fun to find a process that you enjoy and want to do more of. Particularly when it's something like a career. To be like, yeah, okay, I could do that. Also, I saw new Haikyuu looks great. I started trying to watch season 3 of Haikyuu. I say trying, it's going well, it's just that I haven't got very far through. They have a bar of Mr. Beast chocolate in there and a bottle of Prime. They're literally selling trash chocolate to kids and actual energy drinks, yep. And at the same time being, wow, our Lunchables are so good and healthy, you guys. And also, you should drink Prime Energy. Nice, okay. Easy peasy. No, it is fucked up. Like, I feel like the Febreze one, they're, you know, at the very minimum, they're selling to adults who should be able to know when their Febreze ad is fucking bullshit. And even if they don't know, it's Febreze. Like, it's not that deep, you know? It's not... It feels like it's not really got as many consequences other than financial, which does matter, but maybe not as much as, like, health. The Febreze one also just mainly read as goofy. Ugh, okay. Stop, okay. How did I not get to- oh, that's so upsetting. I hate being carried this hard. Mr. Beast chocolate was initially marketed as a healthier, high-quality chocolate. Then Mr. Beast quietly changed the formula to the cheapest, shittiest ingredients imaginable. Oh, Mr. Beast. Oh, you're so reliably, predictably the same kind of person. And the people, they eat it up. Oh, the people, they love it. Bubbles will appear in different zones, jump into them, and pop them to score points. I kind of hate this shit. I kind of hate this thing. This kind of thing. Where I gotta run myself around. I gotta run myself ragged. Oh, God, let me have a break. Fall Guys level where it gives you a cozy bed and it tells you got a nap. Fall Guys level where it says, it's nap time, nap now. Stop this! I just want to get my bubbles! I haven't even gotten one! I'm gonna scream. It shouldn't be this hard. I just want my bubbles. Oh my god, me when I actually slaughter the minigame because it keeps taking away my bubbles. This is what I mean. This shouldn't be this hard. Give me the bubbles. Give them just to me. Give exclusively me all of the bubbles. Where are they now? Oh my god. Spawn them where I'm stood. Spawn them right into my hands. Oh, I don't even think I popped one. This is maybe the most shame I've ever felt in an experience ever. Oh, I didn't even get that one. Oh, I'm gonna. What? It kind of feels like everyone hates this though. Any bubbles up here? Oh my god, stop! They were right there. Fall Guys level that kicks my ass. I have contributed absolutely nothing. I'm really glad that the counter isn't telling me how much I've contributed because I feel like it would be quite a shameful thing to know about myself. Please, I just want like a bubble. Thank God. All three of them had different flavors of awful reaction to criticism on Twitter. Oh god, what did they say? What did they do? The fact that they're even like, ours has more electrolytes for your child, which they need. Oh my god. How? I swear you're not allowed to do this. I swear food marketing is reasonably restricted, particularly with children. Are they allowed because it's Twitter? Is that literally it? Is that because it's on Twitter they're kind of allowed to do whatever the fuck they want, apparently? We're still in, right? Cool. Yeah, we are. You never used Adobe Audition before and you just went with it and came up with your own processes and made it work. That's so fun! And Adobe, like, I've never heard of Adobe Audition, but I'm willing to believe that that's probably a fairly, like, it's Adobe. Oh. Oh, I hated that. It's Adobe, so I'm willing to believe that it's probably a fairly standardized software for audiobook editing. So to have started from scratch and like picked it up and understood the processes, made them your own, that's a really good thing. That's, I'd say officially once you've used something like that for a project, that's something you can put in your CV and be like, competent with Adobe Audition. Competent with Adobe. Just say competent with Adobe and then have them ask you the questions, you know? I wish I was competent with Adobe. I made a fundamentally bad decision when I was about 12 that I regret to this day. That decision is when I was about 12 and I was like, I want to edit YouTube videos. I was like, I'm going to get Adobe Premiere Elements because that's what everyone uses. Except I was really stressed out by the price of like an Adobe subscription. And I think the most recent Adobe version at the time was like 13 or 12 or, so, or 13 or 14 or something. And I was like, I found online you could buy an older edition of Adobe Premiere Elements, like version 10 or something. That kind of ran like shit, but it was also a disc copy. And I was like, this is great. Then I will have a disc copy of this old version of Adobe forever. And then I'll know how to use that and everything will be great. And then I want to say about 6 years ago, I hit basically the technology end point where I was unable to install discs onto my laptop anymore, and coincidentally had lost my copy of Adobe Premiere Elements. So I was like, I think I at that point looked into how much the new version would be, and it was really expensive. And I made the fundamentally terrible decision to just learn free software. And I say learn, become semi-competent in. So I know how to edit with DaVinci Resolve, I think is what it's called. But I'm so pissed at myself for not just biting the financial bullet and learning how to use it like Adobe, because I feel like I would be so powerful if I had gotten into Adobe video editing 6 years ago. And I didn't. I just went, let's use this free software that's kind of limited and that I won't ever really experiment with. And I'm so pissed at myself. I could have been competent at Adobe video editing. I could have tried. And I'm too far gone now. I don't have time. And I'm so annoyed. Why didn't I shell out for software when I had the time? You know, it would have been an investment, sure, but I should have known. I should have known. Why are you so bad at Balatro? I'm sure you're not. Also, I have not even seen gameplay of Balatro. I hear that the Inscription people, like Inscription fans, eat it up because at the end of the day, as good as Inscription is outside of the card element, at the end of the day, people that like Inscription just want to play a video game card game. That's all they want. That's all we want. That's the part I enjoyed the most about Inscription. In fact, I got a little bit sometimes when it became something else. I'm just so excited to eat celebratory noodles with blue-green tomorrow. That sounds really lovely. Is that celebration then for your masters? Like, for finishing? Ooh! Because that does sound really great. Oh, celebratory noodles. Oh, celebratory food in general. One of my favorite things to do. Oh, I'm not paying attention to this. It's a wonder I haven't fallen off. I imagine it's because they're technically advertising in the US, so... But it has crossover because it's online. Okay, so they're getting away with it basically because they can just be like, they weren't our intended audience. I promise. I promise our intended audience was, like, the US. Oh. God damn it. That's so upsetting. No! This was our win and they took it from us. Skip. Boo. We got to the end. That's pretty cool. That's quite cool. Used Photoshop, InDesign, and auditions. You'd say you're competent with Adobe. No, you have no idea. That is such a good 3 as well. I wish I could use InDesign. InDesign has came up a lot for me at work when I was working with like a slightly more creative team, like a team of more like visual designers. And I was really mad. Like there were a few times that I was just like, I want to be able to edit this. Why do I have to ask a designer? It's changing 4 words, and I wish I knew InDesign to be able to do that. I say one more Fall Guys, and then I think it might be Mario Kart time. Mr. Beast did the block of text defending chaos. I did the ha ha ha, you guys are dumb, haha, I'm not mad. And Logan Paul did the Logan Paul, you hypocrite. Remember the forest video you did reaction? God. Jeez. Fucking 3 horsemen of the online apocalypse moment. I had forgotten about Logan Paul, to be honest with you. I'd also kind of forgotten about KSI, and at the end of the day, I do think that most of the time I've forgotten about Mr. Beast. But I really forgot about Logan Paul. I wonder if the forest... I'm sure it does. I was going to say, I wonder if the forest video, like, on a rewatch nowadays still feels really inappropriate. But it is. I just feel like that was so long ago. I can barely even remember a time that happened. Very confident in InDesign. She's done multiple projects in that now for ebook and physical formats. That's a really good thing, honestly. Just as a skill to have for your own, like, abilities and comfort to deal with stuff yourself. But also particularly when you're going into, like, publishing, audiobooks, anything like that. I feel like it's just useful to... You know, even if your job is never from this point onwards, like, explicit design or use of InDesign, so useful to have the skills to be able to change things if you need to, you know? Rather than have to, like, go through a designer. You know, for big creative stuff, you absolutely should, but when it's just minor fixes, to be able to just do it yourself, magical, I have to say. Shh. God damn it, I was trying to beat Party there. Hey, why did we slay? What do we eat? How did that happen? That's crazy. How did that happen to us? Dan TDM was like, what happened to YouTubers? Why are they peddling random shit to kids now? And all of them got mad in different ways. God damn. Dan TDM got mad at the... What is this? What a group of individuals with their hands in this. That's wild to me. They got the Mr. Beast, KSI, Logan Paul, Dan TDM. I know that Dan TDM is outside of it and connected in a different way, but still, God. Dan TDM is the only one that I used to watch. I used to watch a lot of Dan TDM, actually. Dan TDM was, and I'm only saying this because of a slight, I think what I processed as a slight visual resemblance as a child that I now realize is probably not the case. I was about to say Dan TDM is the Matt Pat of being British. Being a British Minecraft YouTuber. That's what Dan TDM is. Matt Pat is American Five Nights at Freddy's. What Dan TDM is Minecraft British. Tell me I'm wrong. There's many reasons why I'm wrong, but tell me why. Don't tell me, but I am wrong. But I am right, so you can't say anything. Going to place went semi recently. Delicious. I know what you're thinking of, and God, I love noodles. I had like stir-fry veg and rice today. That was really tasty. That was really good. But now I'm thinking about noodles. Had a whole module. It's basically learning InDesign. That's so helpful. That's so useful. Why? Why didn't I learn any... why was I never taught creative things? I'm so pissed at myself about the video editing thing. Like, I know I brought it up and I feel like I maybe carried it with the tone of a joke, but you have no idea. Every day I am genuinely mad at myself for not just spending money on Adobe when I had the chance. I wish I knew how to use Adobe video editing software. Again, actively it would be helpful for my job occasionally. And it just, I don't know, I just feel like because it has more options, I feel like I would have maybe had more creative opportunities with it. I hate this one. This is so annoying. Stop throwing things at me. Is it not enough to be faced with things being thrown my way every day in day-to-day life? Is concepts not enough? I now have to have actual objects. I personally believe that concepts has always been enough. Stop! How did that even get me? People hate Mr. Beast now, it's really funny. Hadn't thought about all three of them for a long time. Same! They were taking up no room in my brain, and then this. You never watched any of them, not gonna lie. Valid. Very valid. Close, I watched a couple of KSI classics like the Husky song. See, I never watched KSI. But that's because when I feel like the era that I remember KSI being popular, so maybe when I was like 14, 15, 14? 15? I feel like KSI just felt like football guy. Like he just did football content. That's how it felt to me anyway. From the outside, I was like, I don't really care about football. I really don't care about FIFA. I'm not gonna watch KSI. Pretty much the only YouTubers you actually watched or used to watch are the Game Grumps only plays, which explains your brain-rotted sense of humor. It does, actually. It does more than anything ever could. As a summary, yeah, that helps. That's a good choice, though. People love Game Grumps. And I know that Party really loves only plays. And I've seen some only plays content and really enjoyed it, so valid. I don't know. I used to watch Dan TDM. I used to watch Sky Does Minecraft. I feel like I had a Minecraft YouTuber phase, but like the worst kind. Like I didn't watch Yogscast. I just watched like fucking slop. I watched like fucking Husky Mudkips, Bayesian Canadian. Oh my god. This one I'm finding really hard right now. Party and Corvus, you better eat, cause I'm finding this real rough. Good job. Slay the day. You got this. This level looks fun. I just I hated it. Who else did I used to watch? Oh, I used to watch. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. I'm googling her because I loved her for a while. Oh my god, Minecraft YouTuber, Wolf Among Us cosplay. This is how I'm finding this. There we go. I has Cupquake. I used to like I Has Cupquake. Which God is a real 2010s looking YouTuber name, I have to say. Trash watched a bit of Dan TDM, but mainly Yogscast. Yeah, see I think that's better. I think that's healthier. Like, I revisited a Sky Does Minecraft video the other day. Well, like a few weeks ago. I was showing Party even, like out of nostalgia. And I have to admit, watching it as an adult, it felt a lot more like brain rot children's content than I think I realized at the time. Like, it's a lot of like, oh, we have to go to this location now. Oh, we're all yelling. Oh, crazy things are happening. Yeah, it's a lot of that. I felt far too quit to watch a KSI video. Fair, exactly. It was like, I felt too much like a woman to watch a KSI video. I was like, teehee, I'm a girl. KSI isn't for girls. Which, you know, is wrong. Isn't correct, but that's how it felt. And as much as I say that's wrong, that isn't correct, I actually don't know how much the majority of a KSI audience would have disagreed with me. You know? I feel like the majority of a KSI audience would be like, haha, exactly, make me a sandwich. But maybe I'm casting aspersions. Maybe KSI's audience of mainly football fan teenagers in the 2010s, maybe they were really good actually. I feel like I'm sounding doubtful in a way that I do in fact mean. You little bastards. You get away. No. No, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. I'm gonna make your life a living hell. You're gonna regret the day you came here. You're gonna regret it. Actually, so are you. So are you. You're gonna regret. Also, I have to say, guys, I know I'm doing a really bad job of holding down the fort, but like, this is embarrassing. Okay. Let's take them from Red. Red aren't gonna notice. They actively should not care if someone steals their eggs, to be completely honest with you. They're doing simply too well. Stop it! There we go. We're fine. Let's all just give up. Who else did I watch? I watched a lot of SourceFed, but that was slightly later. That was maybe when I was like 16, 17. I fucking loved SourceFed though. I loved SourceFed for like a good solid year, and then SourceFed got killed, and then I became a really big Steven Suptic Sugar Pine 7 fan. Again, for like 6 months before everything started getting a little rough. See, in my head, a lot of my teenage years YouTube interests always felt like they lasted forever, but I look back and I'm like, I probably only watched SourceFed for about 9 months before they got, like, shut down. I'd probably only just found them. It's just that I then watched a lot of them before they died, you know? Oh, no, 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 no. You're not gonna get me. You little rascal, you little rapscallion. You little goober. Shit! Okay, they got me. They did in fact get me. That's okay. Just eat, just eat. There's whole 2 of you. I still watch those, just much less. Thank you. Okay, that helps me feel vindicated. I would like Yogscast Kim's my fave. I probably would have loved Yogscast. It's just, I don't think I'd even heard of them. Which feels ridiculous now, but I'm convinced that I hadn't heard of Yogscast until I was like 18. I feel like by the time I had heard of Yogscast, I basically didn't watch much gaming YouTube at all. I have to very shamefully admit Because I'm not gonna paint a fucking colourful roses beautiful time image of my entire YouTube viewing. I had a really brief PewDiePie phase. Really, really brief, I promise. It's just that he was playing a couple horror games that I was vaguely interested in, and I watched those, and then I stopped watching PewDiePie after probably about 4 months. Did we win? Yes! Hard carry from Party and Corvus. Hard carry! Yippee! Hey, I'm glad we did one more round, because that's the last one, and I like to say we've ended on a high. I also used to watch a bit of Tobuscus. Like, actually a decent amount of Tobuscus. I won, let's go. Sorry, I mean we won. No, Party, okay. As long as you're saying we, you, and Corvus, yeah. I didn't contribute that much. I tended to be the first of our team to die, and that's okay. You know, I was still a contributing factor. You wouldn't have been able to win squads without me, probably. Yep. Yeah, I know. See, I don't even feel with the, with watching PewDiePie, I'm like, I don't feel that connected to it. It's like, yeah, I watched PewDiePie very briefly. I watched, like, a series, like, whatever. But I did watch a lot of Tobuscus. I did. I watched a lot of his Minecraft playthroughs. I watched a lot of his, like, music content. I do feel a little regretful on that one. I do feel like I actually did participate in the system on that one. Everyone decided to bully the shit out of Blue. It's like Red realized they were enough in the lead that they just kind of needed to just hoard some eggs. That went well for us. Right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Fall Guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Mario Kart. It should load up immediately. Please. Please. There we go. There it is. See, now that's what you love to see. There we go. I preloaded this earlier because I'm really smart. I also wanted to be able to just really quickly flip to Mario Kart. And we did it. You're like 9-10 years old when you started watching Yogscast. That's probably how old I was when I started watching the Minecraft YouTubers I started watching, to be honest. It's just harder to remember, you know? I find it so hard not stealing... I find it so hard not just stealing bits for those videos of daylight and jokes. Yeah, see, I feel like Sky Does Minecraft didn't produce enough good content that really stuck in my brain, you know? What am I picking again? Am I picking Friends and Rivals? I'm actually horrendously embarrassed, no, by how often I forget this. No, I pick Global. I don't pick Global. I may need this explained to me. That's if anyone would like to join in. But you watch the literal game trailer stuff. I watched those. I watched those and more. That was probably my gateway into Tobuscus. But I watched a lot. Stampy's Lovely World. See, I never watched Stampy either. I feel like I didn't watch the good content that people look back on nostalgically. I watched the skibbity brain rot content over the 2010s and then remembered nothing of it because essentially it was content designed to numb the brain. Yeah, I see parties when joining Mario Kart heading out in 10 minutes. Very fair. I know you're heading out for drinks and food and I'm incredibly jealous of the food, so that's fine. I guess I'll just play Mario Kart. I guess I'll just have a really fun time playing Mario Kart. You join in the Mario Kart stuff, your Switch is screwed. Does it happen to happen where one of the controller docks on the Switch itself isn't registering any attachments? Oh! Oh, that sucks! So the Switch, not the dock. Yeah, in fact, what am I saying? Like, the Switch docks into the dock, but then... Oh, that sucks. And it's any attachments? It's not just... See, you've said any, so I imagine you've tested this, but I'm just checking. So you've tried, like, different, like, clips in and out. I don't want to get a whole ass new Switch. It's bad timing as well, Corvus, because, like, I know that the Switch 2 isn't going to be released, like... At least I don't think the Switch 2 is going to be released soon. but it's gonna be released soon enough that I wouldn't want to be the person buying a new Switch right now, you know? Pick global, and then we join via friends and rivals. Okay. So I can pick race. What do I want to do? I kind of want to be Birdo. Do I want to be Birdo? I have to ask, why is Yoshi specifically Black Yoshi? Every other character that is normally green is still green. I don't... Oh, I want to be Peachette. I want to be Peachette. I want to be Peachette real bad. And I want a bike. Let's play fast and loose with the rules. I want a bike. I want City Tripper. Okay, I'm not going to pick something based on stats. I'm going to pick something that's cute. I'm going to pick the cutest shit you ever seen in your life. Adorable. You can change Yoshi color? I can? How? How many options are there? You're already in a race? Okay, fair enough. I'll just keep playing, and then anyone that's friends with me on Switch, feel free to join. Oh wait, no, there I am. I watched some other Let's Plays, stuff like Jacksepticeye, Gaming Lemon, a bit of Markiplier and Nerdcubed. I didn't watch any of them either. God, I feel like I watched a little bit of Markiplier for a time. And I knew people that loved, like Jacksepticeye. My brother loves Stampy and all I remember is Jimmy Carr LF. I remember that. But I feel like it was a fairly common take on Stampy where people were like, yeah, his content's really great, but like... Sometimes the laugh doesn't quite hit. Nerdcube is such a comfort YouTuber for me. I don't know how I missed all these YouTubers. Like, why was I out here watching fucking SourceFed and 800 different slight fonts of Minecraft YouTuber? I watch so many Minecraft YouTubers, you actually have no idea. The thing is, I say periodically, I'm sure we all do. There's a reason that we don't still have fucking Minecraft suggested in our subscriptions, but like, I obviously periodically get rid of who I'm subscribed to. And I kind of wish that YouTube retained that information sometimes, because... I don't know, I'd just be kind of curious about it. Like, there's some people I'm still subscribed to where I can tell I'm partly just subscribed to them because they don't upload enough for me to delete them, like... I'm following a couple of podcasts from people that used to be in SourceFed. In fact, a couple of YouTube channels in general of ex-SourceFed people. A couple of people that used to make, like, anime abridged. I used to watch a lot of abridged anime things, actually. You might get a secondhand Switch Lite, but Switch 2 is close, probably. Secondhand Switch Lite's a good call, actually. I've got a Switch Lite, and it's nice. It's very nice for, like, transporting around. 32-4 match setup? Wait, what do you mean? Your Jacksepticeye phase wasn't until you're like 15, 16. I feel like that was probably when my Markiplier phase was. Or it might have even been later. I feel like I maybe had a Markiplier phase for like 3 months in maybe my second year of university. I just remember there being like a few months where I watched a lot of Markiplier. Oh, you know what I did have? I had a massive like, not Irish YouTuber phase specifically, but like I used to watch a lot of Call Me Kevin and RT Game. And I still watch some RT Game, but not every video. It kind of depends if I'm interested in the game a bit more now. We're spectating the same race? Cool. Your subscriptions plays is unusable? Oh, you don't periodically get rid? Okay, Trash. On one hand, I imagine your subscriptions page is unusable. However, that sounds so entertaining. The roller coaster YouTube side of watching, that's huge to me. Yeah, but like a third of your subscribed is like, is roller coaster YouTube. See, sometimes I scroll and I'm like, who the fuck is Claire Bear 023? Cosmic? Who's Detective Chew? They look like they do Detective Conan content, I guess. Like, who the fuck are these people? I don't get this many. Like, most of these people clearly aren't uploading content. So why do I have them? Why am I getting their shit? Someone I stayed subscribed to that I used to watch a lot more was someone called K-pop. I think like Kelly K-pop was her name. And I feel like I stayed subscribed to her and she did nothing, or like she really stopped doing stuff for years, and then within the past like couple of years it started uploading periodically again. Just kind of fun. You're still subscribed to Flex Seal? Based. You should be proud of that. You're heading out now. Good luck Mario Karting. I might need it. I don't think it's going to be a good win day for me. But have fun. Have a good time. Know that I'm seething. Oh, this was such a bad first choice of round, of like level for me as well. I'm really not good at Rainbow Road. Saying that, what if in fact slayed? Slayed! Oh, I did not slay. For like a couple of seconds there, I was first. It did immediately die, but you know. We can't win these. We can't always win these. Oh, it's our win ratio against each other? 32-4? You're telling me I won 4 times? Damn! That's a lot more than I was expecting. I'm proud. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Also, this is maybe the loudest I've had Mario Kart music in ages, and it's kind of nice. Whoa, 150cc. This feels slow. We'll be in the next race, rip. Oh, that sucks. I do wish Mario Kart Online had better systems for stuff like this. Like, it shouldn't be this unreliable to just want to basically be like, I want to play Mario Kart with my friends, but I also want to play online. Make that happen for me, you know? Like, I just feel like it should be easier. Shit! I was doing really well as well. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I wasn't eating. Also hugely into BookTok, but now you just watch one channel. Is that just that, you know, BookTok started reading books that you just weren't interested in, or is it just that you were like, eh, I've got my own opinions and people to talk to about books? Because I feel like with gaming YouTube, that's kind of why I fell off a little, is just because I was like, I say that. I've not fell off gaming YouTube. I watch an absurd amount of Penny Parker. But like, I feel like I don't watch much variation, whereas I feel like I used to watch a lot of variation. Whereas nowadays, I'm like, I like talking to my friends about video games. I like talking to my boyfriend about video games. I like watching Penny Parker play video games, and that's kind of all there is. I also just think I like playing them a lot more. Whereas back when I watched a lot of like Minecraft gaming YouTube, that was actually the majority of my exposure to video games. But, you know, I'm not proud. That's fine. I think it's okay to just watch video game content and not play it. That's still what I'm doing with Final Fantasy VII, in fact. It's just, I'm definitely getting more out of playing games nowadays. God. Is this even 100, or is the game put me... Sorry, is this even 150cc? Or is the game put me at 100? It's really embarrassing that I can't tell, actually. Oh, damn it. I was so close to third. Oh, I should change categories. I'm still pretending to play Fall Guys. Mario Kart 8. There we go. How's it going, Trash? Do you think you're going to be able to load in? You understand the system a lot better than I do, so I'm hoping yes. But I do not see your me. I see Wario! And I do see Squeaky Clean Sprint, which I do love. Lots of video essay stuff. That's another one. I still watch video essays, but I used to watch a lot more. Apparently spectating again? That sucks. Do you think it's internet issues, or do you think I need to like load out and then load back in? It's not even a system issue and a connection and me getting kicked issue. That's so frustrating. Maybe it's just an issue on there and then it's just being slightly messed up. Oh, I like Electrodome. I'll never complain about Electrodome. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when I was watching video essays more, it's basically just because I had a backlog to work through. Like, I feel like there was a point in time where I was like, I'm really into video essays now. Time to watch all of ContraPoints. Time to watch all of H-Bomb. Like, I just feel like I caught up. What the fuck just happened to me? Whoa! Wait, what is happening? How did that happen twice? I've never had that happen to me on Electrodome. I love Electrodome. It looks like I'm doing the thing now where you purposefully hang back so you get better items. I'm not. I wouldn't know how to do that on purpose. When I'm at the back of the race in this game, it's all natural, believe me. I would not, like, who the fuck needs a speed boost on this one? Okay, maybe me, because it does feel like maybe I'm doing 100cc. The person behind me has a bullet bill? This is actually heartbreaking. This is very hard to take. I hate your Wi-Fi so much. You usually never have issues and it keeps kicking me. That sucks. Bad Wi-Fi really feels so frustrating. I feel like I'm lucky at the minute where my house Wi-Fi has been really good for quite a while. But I think there was a point in time where it was not very good. And it was very annoying. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Bad time to be going really fast. It just makes everything frustrating, you know? You can't load into anything multiplayer, you can't really, like, download or stream anything. Kinda lost touch with a lot of fancy booktube and the general opinions, and you're well read enough to do it on your own now, basically. But there's one channel for horror and literary stuff that you love, and her vlog content is amazing. Yeah, I can imagine that. I can see why that would happen, actually, where when you, I don't know, when you've sort of branched out into your own opinions in your own areas a bit more, it's like, actually I disagree. I feel like I don't want to watch someone have opinions I disagree with like that. Or to talk about books that you're not reading, that you're not going to read, you're just not interested. That's very fair. I feel like that's kind of happened to me with video essays, where like, I don't just watch any video essay now. I'm like, I feel like I've got to be more interested in the content, or like 100% committed to the producer of the video essay, you know? Like, I'll watch anything that CJ the X puts out. If they're putting something out, I'll watch it. But like, as much as I love Philosophy Tube, I'm not going to watch everything because there's too much content. There's just too much. I have to be picky. I was going to say I don't have time, but at the same time I clearly do have time because I've done an entire rewatch of Penny Parker's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth playthrough, so, you know, maybe these things happen. You got kicked after 30 seconds and have to rejoin? Okay, but it's letting you stay as long as you stay connected, so there's hope. Okay, here's hoping. There you go. Okay, I see you here. I'm picking Pinball. I love Waluigi Pinball. And clearly so do the people. The people, they long for the pinball. There's a lot of popular stuff I've either given a try or I'm just not interested in that seems to take up so much of the conversation. Yeah, fair enough. That's also how I felt actually when I feel like when Elden Ring released, I feel like for quite a while, basically any... I think I watched a few more different gaming YouTubers. Like, I think I was still watching more RTGame. I was watching more, like, Slimesicle. And I feel like Elden Ring released, and basically everyone was doing an Elden Ring playthrough, and I was like, come on. Listen, I know it's fun, but I'm not gonna play it. When you're not playing it, a lot of it kind of just reads as, like, shapes and colors. Like, come on, give me something new. Or, like, actually, Penny Parker was playing Persona 3 Reload. And I wasn't very interested. And I found that I ended up not watching any of that either. Because I think the power of Penny Parker to make me interested in a game simply by her presence alone is incredible. But I do think it's an element of the game as well. Like, do I think that a good 50% of the reason why I think about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth potentially on a daily basis, do I think 50% of that, Jesus Christ, is because of Penny Parker? Yes, easily. Is 50% of that also because the games look really, really fun and have fun stories and really good characters, and they're very compelling to watch? That's the other 50%, definitely. But the Penny Parker thing as well. In fact, super duper the Penny Parker thing. Whoa. Have I ever said I don't like this level? I'm saying it now. Jesus Christ, okay. I like it when I get a fire flower in an enclosed space and suddenly everything goes crazy. Cool. Oh, I see you, Trash. I'm gonna get you. I'm probably not. Oh, that was a really bad use of a green shell. And in fact, for a second, it did look like the green shell was gonna get me. Oh, oh, fuck these pipes. I hate these pipes. Get me out of here. I hate them so much. There we go. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Oh my god. There we go. Ah! Why? Why when I spammed the mushrooms did it do that to me? Also, I just said the word spammed out loud and it sounds so fake. Is that a real thing? Do people say that? Is that a real word? I shouldn't go over that when I'm not, like, really fast. Why did I even try? Spammed. Because now I say it, all I'm thinking of is the tinned meat. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, video game. Thank you for taking pity on me. Oh my god, not good enough though, Jesus. That was bad. There's a lot of popular stuff. Oh, no, I saw. He loved Persona 3, played that on PSP. I can't believe Miller was a pipist. I hate pipes. And I'll say that. And I also, I don't know what it was about Persona 3 Reload. Like, I just couldn't get into it. Like, watching someone else play it even, you know? I'm picking Pinball again. If I see Pinball, I'm picking it. Also, Trash won! Congrats! Slay! Is it partly because people in this lobby are probably balanced around me? No. No. Maybe it's contributing like a tiny bit. You're eating regardless, but you are potentially eating against people that are, little piss babies. Myself included. It is me! I'm there! Because I liked Persona 5 Royal when I played that on stream. The only thing I found with that is I found the scope of it overwhelming. And I think unlike something like Fire Emblem, I didn't feel like I got into the gameplay fast enough to actually want to continue. Also, the main reason that I think Fire Emblem has worked really well for me compared to something like Persona 5 Royal is because I can play Fire Emblem on my Switch, which is a heck of a lot easier to get out and set up than my PlayStation, so. Okay, hell yeah. This is London Loop, right? Or are we in France? I find it so hard to tell. Sacre bleu. The two are simply so similar. Okay. No, this is Super London. Did I just get trash? Oh, I feel bad. Trash, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you specifically, but I do think I in fact did. Why did I just think that was Shadow the Hedgehog? Why did I just look at Yoshi and fully for a second think, oh, that was Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh my god, stop it. I hate you all. I hate playing with real people instead of robots. Real people are so much more mean to you. Robots treat you well. Robots treat you with love and peace and kindness in their hearts, you know? Saying that, it just looks like trash was frozen in place. I don't know if that's just a... Hopefully that's not real. I do unfortunately think that may have been real. No, it's not real. It's not real. We're fine. Okay. God, the music on this one's kind of going hard today, I have to say. There we go. My little guy! My little planty guy. Oh my god. Who's my silly ground? You are simply in fact a winner. Oh, the curse of being such a Mario Kart winner. Stop it, I hate lightning. Could you not let me enjoy going really fast for like literally 3 seconds, video game? Was me going really fast simply so horrible for you that you had to ruin it? After like 5 seconds? God, you better give me a good item, video game. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, actually. I will accept that one, video game. Maybe for once the video game robot treated me with love and kindness. Oh, they didn't though. Who are you? Who are you? That's right. That's right. I hate you, in fact. I hate everyone in this lobby except for Trash. You died, boot to my Wi-Fi. Oh no, that's why you're 11th. Also 7,000? Was that 7,000 points? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Scraper quotes. That's what happens when I play Mario Kart. Brings out the worst in me. I love Merry Mountain. Yeah. Moo Moo Meadows fans, eat it up. Also, I will say that I do think recently my me is looking particularly like me. Like, the hair length's perfect. It's got, like, the same, like, way that I've got a bit of hair that's shorter there and, like, slightly swoopy. It's got my glasses. God. Why is it so accurate? It's even doing my smile. It's going... Why is it so real? I think your me is also fairly accurate, Trash. I definitely think the two of... Like, I'm looking in this lobby and I'm like, I refuse to believe a good half of these people have me's that look anything like them. Like, I hate to say it, but I do think the person that looks like Waluigi maybe is perhaps lying to us. I think they may be projecting the way that they wish they appeared, you know? I believe, Elo. I believe Ryan on the left. I just don't, you know, I don't believe Melissa, I'll say it. I think Melissa's a liar and a cheat, and always has been. Anyway. Fucking hate Moo Moo Meadows. Cows? I hate them. Oh, also, so I mentioned earlier that I've been replaying, and I say I've been replaying. I started replaying yesterday, RE4 Remake on normal difficulty. Can I say I'm really proud of myself that I beat the initial village section first try. Like, I was legitimately so anxious about it that in advance I googled to double check how long it is. And when I went into that section, I loaded up a timer on my phone, set to 5 minutes, so I knew when it would be approximately done. Just because I felt like if I knew when it might end, I'd feel like slightly more safe and comfortable. And I was totally right. Like, having the timer really made me feel like it was something I could do. But I actively did such a worse job than I did on easy mode. I was very cowardly and pathetic the whole time. Like, I think basically the maximum amount of time on normal difficulty that section can take is about 5 minutes. And that's if you kill basically nothing and you spend the entire thing just running around. And that is in fact what I did. I think I killed about two zombies. But pretty much dedicated all of my time to running in circles as well. I didn't even really run into new locations. It was a rough one for me. But it was really fun. But it was a real eye-opener for the fact that normal difficulty is not like significantly. It's significantly. Stop, are you kidding me? Anyway, for me, normal mode compared to easy is quite significantly difficult. More difficult. Oh, I don't have work tomorrow. That's really cool. That's really cool. God, I don't know why that's hitting right now. That's hitting like a little bit that I don't have work tomorrow. Anyway, that's fine. Squeaky clean sprint. If anyone picks Paris, I'll be disappointed. Boo! Anyway, Trash, feel free to pick whichever one you want, but no, there is a wrong answer. Anyway. Every single Peter Parker coded brown-haired white character. See, that's the thing, and I'm sure that some of these people do just look like a white person with blonde hair, but I don't know. I just feel like my me has a little bit of character to it. Like, at the end of the day, what am I? I'm also glasses-coded brown-haired white character. That's all I am. But I just feel like my me does look like me. I feel like you could, you know, show me a picture of me versus my me, and you'd be like, that's me. You, anyway. You, me. Unless I can be a crow. You could do one of those things people do where they can make complicated shapes on me's and just make a crow. You also don't have work, Slay. Off for 2 weekends. That's incredibly Slay, Trash. That sounds lovely. Are you working Monday, or are you off? Are you off now for like? Are you off for like a few days in a row? Because that'd be quite cool. I'm obviously off Tuesday and very excited, but I'm in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I don't have any significant time off until like the end of November? That doesn't sound right. That can't be right. That doesn't sound good for anyone. Oh, squeaky clean sprint! I love this one! I love squeaky clean sprint. Can I say that? Can I say that louder? I love squeaky clean. I love squeaky clean sprint! Stop. Okay, I love squeaky clean sprint, but like I hate all of these people. Yippee! Come on, give me the water. Give me the water. Let me go up there. Damn you, video game! You're taking away my enjoyment of my favorite course. I don't think I'm kidding, by the way. I think this maybe is like my favorite course in the whole game. I love squeaky clean sprint. Better. Imagine if you could eat a power-up and it turned you into a near copy of Trash, but with mildly different hair. Like, that's the only difference. Interesting. Like, that my hair looks like my hair. That's interesting. Perhaps I will ponder. I can't remember if Trash has ever dyed their hair. I can't picture it, actually. Probably. I dyed my hair once. I almost forgot about that. I dyed my hair red, and it was really fun. And I really enjoyed it, and I think about it sometimes. There we go. God, scream. I hate when stuff hits me in this game. I hate it. Just leave me alone. Just let me enjoy this. Let me have fun. Where's the fun in all of us being mean to each other, you know? Why can't we just relax, like, together as a team? Let's just respect each other's differences, gang. Shit, my differences are that I'm not very good. Give me the boost, give me the boost. Yes! I love being up here. Makes me feel superior. Even though I'm clearly not. Oh no. 6 AM to 1 PM? Ooh. Ooh, Corvus, that's not very cool now, is it? That's in fact quite bad. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I'm sat here like, yay! I'm not at work tomorrow! And you're like, I am. Really bad hours as well. As in, it's a Peachette crown power-up. You just turn to see Trash all day like that. Okay. Damn. I guess I'd be like, what happened? Did you eat a Peachette crown power-up? I guess that's what I'd say. I'm saying Bowser Castle 3. I like Bowser Castle 3. Also, I just saw good game pop up as the text, and I know they mean like, let's have a good game, guys, but for a second I read it as like, they were saying that they think Mario Kart 8 is a good game. Died again? Oh yeah, shit, I don't see you in the lobby. Trash, that sucks. You have oh, you do have 2.5 weeks off to vibe though. That is very nice. That's actually very nice, god damn. It was so nice having a week off to go on holiday though, I have to say. I had a great time on holiday. Not to be too Instagram, but like, take me back. Take me back. I know it was like a week ago, but like, take me back. Take me back. I hate this one. You should eat the Mellowette power-up. Mellowette sounds nice. That sounds nice though. Like, you know, I hate to be dismissive, but I just feel like the Mellowette power-up sounds delightful. I feel like, you know, through no fault of their own, I feel like the Trashette power-up maybe has not got the same wide-ranging auditory appeal. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I hate to be the person that has to say it, but I think I have to say it. Okay, yippee! I hate this course, I hate this. Anything sand-based is, in my opinion, more like sand cringe. Okay, fine. That was a little bit silly. It's kind of gross that you go into the rust-colored bath drain pipe. It's realistic, Corvus! You think we all have time to clean our drain pipes? Some of us are tired. Oh. I knew it was leaning down. That was bad timing. God, I swear to God, one day I'm gonna be so good at this game, and when I am, it's over for you all. You're gonna regret the day that you beat me in Mario Kart and you taught me a valuable lesson about how to be better at Mario Kart. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna be like, damn, I wish I'd taught her no lessons. I wish she'd never learned a thing from me. What's wrong with Trash It? Oh, you know, oh, maybe nothing. Okay, maybe on a re-listen, maybe that's okay actually. Maybe it's got more broad appeal than I'd, you know, initially thought. You looked at the map and you're like, why is everyone frozen and that behind me? I'm sure it was nothing to do with being frozen. I think it's just that you were eating simply so hard that everyone else had given up. That was my memory of it anyway. Worked on Wednesday, just gone. Ah! And not until the 5th of October now. That's lovely. I say that's lovely. That's actually not as far away as it feels. But still. Nice to have a couple weeks off. I feel like you've earned them. In fact, you've definitely earned them. There we go. There we go. That's what we love to see. God damn it, drifted me the wrong way. That's fine. God, I just feel like everyone's so fast. I'll take 9th. Sure. Trash Torture will have what they are. Also, hello. Hello, Thievery! We have celebrated. We have, in fact, anyone not playing Mario Kart right now, I think you should clap. A round of applause again. And in fact, there will never be enough clapping, in my opinion. Oh god, these are bad choices. I might go with random, just so I don't have to pick. No, Trash did an amazing job. I'm so glad. I mean, we all knew it. Like, we all knew it. It's not like we're surprised. But, you know. Involved in my project gang is here. Yes, we're all here. We contributed. Like a little. We contributed. I had fun. I feel like we contributed is a fair thing to say, but I just feel like the stakes for our contribution, like, I contributed, and I know that you appreciate that, but also like, I contributed and just had a fun, silly time, you know?
Clap, 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 clap.
Yes!
Clap, 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 clap.
Yippee! But I knew it would go well, you know? It was under your supervision, Trash, and you were pulling everything together, and you were actually responsible for decisions. Like, it was impeccable. It was gonna be impeccable. I think it's a good thing that, you know, at least from my end, I had fun on my end. And I know it's not something you're graded on, but why are we doing Moo Moo Meadows again? I'm gonna scream. But I feel like it's something to be proud of as well, that at the very least from my perspective, I think everyone that worked with you had a good time. Like, I had a great time. I appreciated the feedback, like, for when there was a re-record. It was nice to know that you didn't mind the fact that I was occasionally just getting really angry at my brother for making noises. You know, like, it was very fun working with you. Although, you know, I think that's 90% you and 10% that maybe I've not had great experiences. Like, maybe around that time, if I'm completely honest, I was not having great experiences of working with my colleagues at work. So, 90% you, 10%, wow, it's really nice to not be, like, told I'm bad all the time. Which, God, and this is the only pity I'm gonna have for myself on this one, but I had like a meeting with my line managers today, and it went well. It was lovely. It was basically like, you've done a year of work. Generally, we've received really good feedback. Keep going. Let us know if there's anything you ever need help with, but we think you're gonna do well. And I was like, thank you, that's really lovely. But they kept saying things like, when you get your feedback document, you know, don't focus on the hiccups. You know, it's a learning opportunity. And I don't know about you, but I've never had anyone say anything to me more that felt like, you know, it felt like such a, there's some bad feedback in here, okay? Like, it really felt like they were bracing me. They were like, hey, don't focus on that. It's like, oh no. Oh, what do you mean don't focus on that? What do you mean? You're saying it's there? Oh no. And I haven't seen the feedback yet because they haven't sent it to me, but I actively know that I had like a 3-month period where I was in a team that kind of hated me. And I know for a fact they will have given me horrendous feedback, and I was being very gently braced for it today. I'm making it sound worse than it is. They essentially gave me feedback when I did things wrong. It's just the way they delivered it didn't make me feel like they understood my perspective at all. And then I had a couple of other just social... Damn, people really want... I had a couple just social interactions that made me feel like they also separately disliked me as a person. And then those two things kind of merged in my brain into one. That's basically what happened. Also, let me catch up. You're spending the last year bashing it into trash is skill that they are smart and capable, and you feel very vindicated now. Yeah, actually, this is actually a huge win for you, Thievery. Because yeah, like it's really good for trash. It's a really good grade, and it's very well deserved, you know. But at the end of the day, it's also a big win and a sign that you are in fact correct, and that we should listen to you more. That's what I'm hearing, anyways. That you are correct and are right from the beginning, and that we should listen. So, big win. Clapping for that. You loved writing. It really kicked my want to work on my my whip's urge into gear again. That's a fun feeling. See, that's what it did for me with... It was my first taster of, like, any kind of voice acting, and it's definitely made me go, damn, that was fun. What if I tried to do some of that occasionally as a hobby? Feel good about your reflection. You show that mirror who's boss. Your feedback, your supervisor said they got a sense you had good relationships with everyone involved. Yeah. I do think it's clear. I think the fact that you were able to bring a lot of creative elements together on ultimately a very short time frame, you know. I think it's a really positive sign for how you know. I know a lot of it was your like personal relationships with people, but it's a good like professional thing as well. It felt very professional. I hate this. What am I saying? I think this is a fun course. Or at least it was when I was in second. Now I think it's bad. The music's fun. This really is the loudest I think I've ever had Mario Kart music, and I'm really enjoying it. It's great. Ice cream out on Tuesday? I might need to. If I've had my feedback by Tuesday, I might have to. I don't know, now that I'm not working with that team, I think I'll be able to feel a lot more positive about it. And, you know, as much as it did make me feel pretty shit, I do think I'm being honest with myself when I say that, you know, I'd rather make mistakes now and learn how to get better than to keep making mistakes and then in like another year be told that I've been doing something wrong. Because then at that point, it's like, you've been here 2 years, why are you doing this wrong? Which is a lot more embarrassing than you've been here a few months, why are you doing this wrong, you know? So I'm glad. It's just, you know when there's feedback you get and you're like, okay, the actual basis of that feels fair. But the delivery, the timing, and the people that it's coming from could not be worse. That's how that felt. I'm sure they don't. I just find it really... Ooh, I just find it really hard to tell as well if they dislike me as a person or if I'm just... They're very different kinds of people to me. And I find it really hard to tell if they dislike me or if they have no opinion or even they like me and they just, you know... I really don't know. I find it really hard to tell. In general, I've found that really hard to tell in a work setting. Like, I've interacted with people and I've been like... In my head, I've felt, oh god, they think I have no idea what's going on. They think I'm hard to work with. Oh no. And then they'll turn around later and be like, I liked working with you. I wish you could have joined our team permanently. And I've been like, what? There's no way you mean that. There's no way you liked working with me. Like, I actively made it harder for you at times. And I find it really hard to tell in the professional environment who's lying through their fucking teeth. You know? Like, how am I supposed to know if a person genuinely thinks that I'm good or if they're just not being mean? Like, how do I know? You know? I'm always correct all the time. True! Always winning. Always correct. Also, I see Trash is in this Mario Kart race. Yippee! Terrible internet. Curious to know what you think about my silly little story. Thievery, remind me which one was yours. Which I feel horrible saying. No, wait, no, I should know this. I should know this. In fact, I do know this. I know exactly which one is yours because I'm having to narrow it down in my head a little because I really liked all four. Like, I had a really good experience reading all four. Let me narrow it down. I know who wrote the first one. I liked the first one a lot because the first one felt a lot to me like analog horror. Like YouTube analog horror, and I was like, damn, that's really fun. No, what was the second one I did? Oh, I liked the second one. The second one had a lot of, like, repetition of, like, kind of uncomfortable imagery. And that made it very fun to read, I think. Because I had fun reading that, like, a little bit like a naive perspective. And then I had Your Story, Thievery. And I loved Your Story. Your Story was more of like a I don't know. Your Story made me feel things, I think. Your Story made me feel like, I don't know. Like I wanted the narrator to see things differently. I don't know how much of that was, I'm sure it was intentional, but the feeling of like, no, I think you're wrong. Please stop, you know? And I think in terms of horror, I think it came across really well as having that feeling of like, I don't know, the horror of feeling like something is almost inevitable or like seeing something approaching and as a reader being like, no, don't. Make it go away. You know, hoping for a change of perspective, that kind of thing. Which I really liked. I had fun reading, actually, as well, because I got to do a little bit of it was a very different tone, I felt. I feel like the tone that I'd had for I think it was the third one that I did the, like, narration for. And I feel like I'd switched tone into something that felt a bit more like, I don't know, a bit more like self-loathing, a bit more bitter, but also a bit more like adult. Because I feel like I'd taken the other two a bit more with like a childish tone. And then I feel like I had to switch out of that, and I had a lot of fun doing it. It was a lot of fun to have that kind of different adult, you know, voice. Oh my god, I'm doing really badly. I hate this course though, in my defense. I truly find it hard to picture disliking. You haven't worked with me! Hey, I appreciate it. And I don't think anyone at work does dislike me. I think a lot of people probably do not know me enough to have any opinion, frankly. I think I come across as very, very reserved and private at work. Which I find crazy, because I feel like on stream, sometimes I feel like I'm probably oversharing. But then at work, I feel like people are like, yeah, I basically know nothing about you. This big life event happened to you 3 months ago and you just didn't say anything. I'm like, oops, forgot to say. Based a lot on my own experiences with pain, so it's super personal as well, yeah. No, it felt personal. I think that's why I find it hard to comment, because like, I loved reading it, but it did feel personal. And I think a lot of it felt like experiences, like it was a lot of it was experiences that I haven't dealt with. And it felt like a very good way to, you know, it felt like learning reading it, you know? It felt like, damn, this is a very different perspective on pain and how a person can experience it and how it can feel when it is like a bit like all-consuming rather than the kind of pain I experience, which is like, oh, you know, 1 day a month, or I had a headache the other day because I looked at a screen for too long. And I think it's a kind of, yay! My thing got picked! Anyway, that's very tonally different. Yeah, I think it was a very I don't know, good learning on what that kind of pain can feel like. But it did feel very personal. In many ways, it probably felt like the most personal of the bunch. You know, just as a comment, which I don't think is a good or a bad thing, but it was very interesting. I think very emotional because of that. I love Sweet Sweet Canyon. I love this little course. It's not my favorite. It's no stinky bathwater, but you know, it's close enough. That last track? I can't even remember what the last track we did was. Whoa, whoa, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. Oh my god. Maybe I normally go the other way. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I hate this track. No, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. Or do I? Am I thinking of a different course? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm realizing now there might be 2 Sweet Treat flavored Mario tracks that I'm blending together in my head. No, I'm not. This is the one I think it is. No, it's not. This is super duper not the one I think it is. I don't like this one. I like the other one that's Sweet Treat themed. This is the shit Sweet Treat one. Oh, I'm so mad. I feel like I got misled. I feel like I got tricked. I got duped. I saw shiny, sparkly Sweet Treat colors and I tricked myself into believing this was something else. Oh, my own brain lied to me. Review mine, review mine. Oh, okay, I loved yours as well. I think I think off the top of my head I found it easier to remember that you were the author for yours because yours was the last one I did the reading for. And I remember the first author because I also, you know, used to go to school with them, so that was an easy one to remember off the top of my head. And also the first one took me so long. The first one was a really, really long story, which was fun, and I'm glad that I did the long one first, because it then meant that I felt like, I don't know, I felt more confident with the shorter ones. But I think it also meant that when I actually did the shorter ones, I felt like I actually stayed a bit more consistent throughout, because I'd had a bit more practice. Which was probably good. I think it would have been more noticeable if I was inconsistent in a shorter story than in a longer one. Okay. Again, I think the first one reminded me a lot of analog horror, which I enjoy on YouTube, so I liked that element. And then Trash, I think the second I realized with yours that there was like a time, not time loop, but like time loop kind of element. I love a time loop. You had me so hooked with that. I see a time loop, I am hooked. Also, I think it says a lot that I recorded Thievery's and Trash's narration in the same night in one fell swoop. Basically because once I started each one, I was like, I gotta finish it now. like I started reading it and I was like, okay, well I'm gonna finish now. I'm not just gonna stop. Because I think with both of yours, I didn't read it until I think I had a quick skim of like the first couple of pages and then sat down and recorded because I just didn't have the time to do like a full read first. But I'm kind of glad that I did it that way because it meant that as I was reading, I was kind of reading it from scratch and experiencing it from scratch. And then I could just go. It was great. It was great. But it meant that I stayed up for ages recording. And I think in the recording I did for Trash's story, I feel like there were a few points where like my voice got really scratchy just because I'd been going for so long. I had so much fun with it. It was so fun. One thing I will say actually about doing... I think part of the reason why I enjoyed it was that I obviously liked the stories, but I think I liked the stories more for having to read them out loud. Like, a lot of the time when I read, I'm a massive skim reader. Like, I will... Books that I've read and loved, I've probably not processed about 80% because I've just skim read most of it. But I think because I was having to read it out loud, and at like a decent pace rather than a rush, I feel like I processed them as I went a lot better, and enjoyed them a lot because of that. Like... I don't know, I just feel like there were things that I noticed as I was reading that I wouldn't have noticed if I'd have just read as normal. If I'd have read as normal, I'd have been like, oh, that was really great. But I don't think I'd have quite, I don't know, enjoyed the, like, I think it would have just been like reading another good story where I would have just skimmed through and enjoyed it, but skimmed. Because I think I read too, I force myself to read faster than I want to or need to. I should read everything slower. Like, the pace that came with reading out loud really was great because it felt like I actually understood a lot more of what I was reading as I went. I do think it didn't super impact, like, my memory for content I've engaged with is abysmal. Like, it's really bad. I can't quote shit. Like, things I love, have seen a billion times, I cannot quote. But I think reading out loud helped a little with that. But I do think at the end of the day, that is just that I have really bad memory for content. Maybe it's because I was watching Sky Does Minecraft when I was 12 instead of Yogscast. I do think that could have been it. That could have been at least a little part of the reason. Oh, I made a gamble there and it did not pay off. I love a time loop, I really do. Time loop second person narration, immediately so engaging. Whoop, okay, there we go. Ah, why did it drift me the other way? First story was 10k and then yours was the second one was at 7.5. That's crazy. That's crazy to me how close yours was actually in word count to the first one. But I think it's just because I did, like I say, I did yours in one sitting. So I think by breaking the first one up into lots of chunks the way I did, I think because of that it felt longer just because it took, like, actively took me more time. But also I think it took more time so I was just more nervous about it, like doing the different, doing any kind of accent, terrifying. Super late, my bad. No, it's fine. Absolutely fine. If anything, I think, I mean, personally anyway, yours and Trash's came at a perfect time for me. I think I had about a week where basically, like, at the beginning of the week I could record, in the middle of the week I could do any re-records if needed, and then, like, towards the end of the week it was the same thing. And I hadn't had a week like that in ages where I actually was available to record, like, frequently. So they couldn't have come at a better time. I'm so proud of how much detail's in mine. Like, I have so much I could scream about. It was so fun! They were all so fun to read. And again, like I say, because I was reading them out loud, I felt like I was picking up on more detail. I don't think I read enough or think enough about what I'm reading to always, wow, to even a lot of the time know, like, understand what I was picking up on. But I feel like there were times where I was, like, picking up on a repeated phrase or, like, a concept or, like, a, you know, I'm making it sound really basic, but just something that was alluded to earlier on and then repeated. I feel like I was noticing more because I was reading it out loud and I was like, damn, this cooks, this goes crazy. I can start a book, not pick it up for 5 years, remember everything when I continue. It's a superpower. That's I'd say that's a superpower for like proper readers. For real, like, story enthusiasts. Cause, like, I like books. And I've had my phases where I've, yes, DK Mountain! I've had my phases where I've read more than I do now. And enjoyed it a lot. And I would say I like reading, I just don't do it as often as I would like. But my memory for stories is abysmal. It's really bad. Like, in all forms, even. Even movies, I feel like I don't remember half as much as I should. And I do think it's the brain rot. I think it's the brain rot. I think it's the brain rot that can only be induced by watching a lot of short form Minecraft YouTuber content in your formative teenage years. When it's more continuous by design, yeah. Which I wasn't, that's the thing with yours, Trash, is that, like, I don't know, I like a story with a little bit of mystery. And I think I liked about yours that, like, on a first read, it almost felt like they could be separate, like, sections. Like, they could be separate stories, or that it could be, like, more of, like, an alternate universes kind of thing. And I think you almost set up a mystery there. You set up a mystery there that is very satisfying to have that, you know, like I say, that, oh, moment of, oh, wait, this is continuous. It's broken up into almost a loop. It's broken up into a loop in a way that feels like it could be like alternate universes, different people, that kind of thing. And then I feel like it hits when things keep repeating or being consistent, or I don't know, things that reveal that the time is linear, you know? I thought those were very fun. And it was the last one I read, so it's more fresh, I think, in my mind. Oh, I can't. I can't use items in this game properly. Let's just throw them around, see what happens. Ooh, I will say I love drifting on lower CCs. No, I lost my mushrooms. I play 200cc with my boyfriend a lot, and it's very fun, don't get me wrong, but drifting is not fun at 200cc, like, it's actively worse. Also, this is definitely my last Mario Kart of the night, because I have a feeling I'm probably being very loud and annoying right now in my home. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, I actually don't know, Trash, how, like, how distribute, like, how, if at all it's being distributed. First of all, I don't know if permission to use stories in your, like, master's project extends to permission for, like, it to be listened to. But, I think all 4 stories are fantastic. And I would say that if it is an option to listen to them, Corvus, like, if that's the thing that is actually an option, I would say do. It's so fun. The stories are really fun. And the actual, like, audiobook elements are also really fun. You know, and I'm not saying, oh, the 3 hours of listening to me. I mean, like, there's a lot of, like, sound effects and some music usage, which is very enjoyable. Yeah, so I don't know. So you would have to check with Trash, but if it is an option to be given the audiobook to listen to, I think you'd have a lot of fun. It's really, like, it's 4 very fun, you know, connected but very different horror stories. Also, I'm done with Mario Kart. I can't. I have to go to bed. I simply have to. I felt it was very purposeful when I gave the reader information about the whole situation, like the idea of loss of self throughout in house learning. That part was really fun. I feel like there's a turning point in yours in the middle that is very much loss of self, house learning. Like, I feel like there's a bit that is very physically those two things, like, I'm trying not to spoil the story just in case Corvus can read it, but I feel like, does it make sense if I say physically there is a midpoint kind of merging of the two that I felt was very discomforting to read, but also felt like a massive turning point in, like, your understanding as a reader of what is happening. And then that kind of it's good. I liked that a lot. I've listened to well over 3 hours. Yeah, in fact, you may have just now listened to about an hour of it. I gotta say, I know that streaming and audiobook narration are 2 distinct things. But I have to say, I don't think I would be able to do audiobook narration without the streaming. Because I think being able to comfortably, mostly say words correct as intended generally, like, at speed for a couple hours helped. Like, I think, obviously it was my first time trying any kind of voice acting. And I think those are the parts that I found like very, very different and spooky. But I gotta hand it to myself. I think the one thing I was pretty damn good at from the get-go with the audiobook reading was that generally I could just read and not make any word mistakes. Like, when I was doing re-records, I felt like it was because I'd maybe done tone weird or I'd put some emphasis on somewhere weird. But generally, I could read the whole thing and make only a couple of, like, sentence mistakes where I said the wrong word or I mixed it up. And I think the only reason I can do that is because I'm used to rambling for hours. And most of the time, the words in a row make sense. But the crazy thing is, I say that, but I feel like most of the time when I read Twitch chat, I mess it up a little. Like, I'll read a Twitch chat message and I don't get it right, but that's because I'm skim reading, you know? I just find out the grade is out, or am I wrong? Happy to share it privately, just... Yeah, fair enough. That seems like a good way to go about it. Because I very much appreciate that, like, the context in which everyone wrote those stories, gave them to you, they got in... Like, the context of that very much is, you know, a private audience of your choosing, as opposed to, I'm putting it on YouTube! It won't be flat for copy anymore, and there are those elements. Because I don't know how... yeah. I'm sure there's like a period of time after which passes that it stops impacting you if it's like, if your content is distributed elsewhere. But we get flagged now at all, so you can do what you want with your story. You just don't know how the authors want it sharing. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So there's no issue on the, like, academic end. It would literally just be that the context in which the authors provided their stories is not, this is for the wider world, it was, this is full project. Can you come across words you hadn't said before? No, it was, that happened at least a few times in your story. God, what was it? I feel like there was one word that I was like, I've definitely read that before, but I've never said that out loud. I remember it. Oh my god, I remember encountering a word and just saying it and being like, hopefully that's right, because I've never had to think too hard about that one. That was fun. Yeah. No, I had a good time with it. I think I liked the just, like, doing a reading like that. I thought it improved my... Like, it worked really well for me in reading and understanding a story. And it was just a really fun way to do it. Right, I think I am gonna end the stream because I've been going for longer than I planned. I will say, I know Wednesday's stream ended with me a little emotional about a video game, which is something I haven't done in a while. Like, I was honestly, when I was playing Jedi Fallen Order, I wanted to do a bit at the start of the stream where I was like, I'm feeling brave because it's been like 9 months since I've played a video game and shed a little tear, and then I immediately ruined it. My point being that I've really enjoyed streaming today and Wednesday. Like, streaming 2 days a week. I have missed it. I've missed having a week structure where I've been able to stream today and Wednesday, and I've also done other stuff. Like, I went swimming earlier in the week. I've played like 3 different types of video games outside of streams. And that's really nice. And I've not had that for a while. You're reading yours because you haven't touched it since it was done. I feel that's a fun experience. To go back to something you've written or something you've made and be like, damn, I did that? I think that's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream now. I think I'll be streaming next Wednesday. Again. Next Wednesday is just gonna be a one stream week. Just on the Wednesday. And then I'll have to see from there. Wednesday, Friday would be a really nice schedule for me, I think. But I'll have to see how it goes. Monday, Wednesday could also work. I don't know. I'm in the process of figuring that one out. Right. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for playing games with me if you have today. Enjoy the rest of your evening and enjoy your weekend. XOXO. Go piss, girl.